No, that's not my bedroom.
It was like a scene from my house last night.
We're back, 8:12 here. That was a scene from Mike and Molly showing the difficulty that some partners face when trying to get a good night's rest.
Yeah, well, it turns out more often than not, those sleep-deprived partners are women. A recent survey found women are nearly twice as likely as men to say they rarely or never wake up feeling rested, which begs the question, do women need more sleep than men?
It's also the focus of a recent article in the New York Times that caught our attention. So, here to break it all down, here to resolve the issue once and for all, Dr. Carol Ash, board-certified sleep specialist at R.W.J. Barnabas Health. Dr. Ash, let's just start with a big question. Like, do women need more sleep?
Well, if you get your information from social media, the answer is yes. And they're posting all kinds of things that the New York Times article stated about the reasons why. But the research says it's really an insignificant difference, with women on average only needing 11 minutes more. And there's really not a lot of research on the sex differences. And most of the studies have been done in men because they don't have the same hormone fluctuations. So the studies are less complicated in men.
So that other study was saying that women feel less rested. It's not that they need more sleep necessarily, according to the research, but they don't feel rested. Are there gender differences in terms of like the quality of sleep?
Well, there are differences. And in fact, if you think about it for a moment, what's more important is how much sleep are we actually getting? A recent Gallup poll said that 36% of women and 48% of men say they're getting enough sleep. So that means upwards of 50% of men and more than 60% of women are not getting the sleep that they need. And so, and quality, women rate their sleep as lower quality. And there are a lot of reasons for that, in fact.
We've got some information here on gender and sleep cycle, circadian rhythm, noise sensitivity. How might those things affect?
Craig, yes, that's what when we go deeper into the research, that is what we do see. So there are gender differences. So when we talk about sleep cycles and architecture, in women we see more deeper sleep, that restorative sleep, and they tend to fall asleep faster. Men, more REM sleep. And in the circadian rhythms, women release melatonin earlier, so they tend to have a sleep cycle that causes them to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. That's a morning lark. And men are night owls. And in addition to that, women are more sensitive to noise, so their sleep could be more disrupted. And in women, you do have those hormone fluctuations. Progesterone is actually linked to better sleep, and you see an elevation just before your period. And all those hormone fluctuations with the menstrual cycle, menopause, and pregnancy can all disrupt sleep and cause difficulty with quality.
Noise sensitivity. This is what my husband says. He says he doesn't snore that loud. He says that I have very low, and he may be right. That I'm super, right. Because moms always have one ear out for the kid, especially.
Yes, absolutely.
So I get that. But poor quality sleep, there are health ramifications for that, of course.
And for women, it's more significant. So women are 2 times more likely to have hypertension. They're more likely to have stress, especially women under 50 years of age. We see women are at greater risk for anxiety and depression, and their brains tend to be more overactive. We've looked at MRIs, and we can see increased activity in the areas of emotional processing and decision-making.
Dr. Ash, we always like to leave folks with some tips. So what are some things that we can all do to get better, deeper sleep?
Craig, as women, we have to get back to basics. So you want to keep the room calm, quiet, and dark. And you want to get the electronics out of the room. You know, your man who's that night owl, he should watch TV in the living room.
Thank you.
Yes, and you know what? We find when you're having those hormone fluctuations, the temperature of the room, the range is 65 to 75, no lower than 60. And if you're older...
So hang on, I just want to go back to that.
Yes.
The ideal temperature in a bedroom is what?
It's a range, 65 to 75, but it's unique to you. So...
Oh, but you're going to like this. If there's one partner who likes it a little warmer and one who likes it cooler, who should prevail?
The one who likes it cooler, because you can always...
From the expert.
We don't sleep together.
We work here for 3 hours. It's 80 degrees in the studio.
We disagree about the studio temperature. This is different.
Are you warm right now in the studio?
Am I warm?
Yeah.
No, I think it should be a little cooler.
She thinks it should be cooler.
Did you hear what she said? It should be cooler.
We cooled it down for you.
Thank you, Dr. Ash.
Thank you. It's really devolved.
And 30 minutes of exercise.
This is my work husband. Yes, we'll come back for studio temperatures. Mr. Roker, over to you.
Our next segment will be therapy.
We don't.
Wow.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.